Hi, I'm Joe Revita from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we are one of only 25 Martin Custom Shop expert dealers in the world, which means we bring to you the best Martin guitars, whether it be custom shop or not, like this amazing Martin DC-13E that you can find right at empiremusic.com. You can call us 412-343-5299. You can call or text me directly, 412-915-7118. You can chat through the site if you like. We have 0% financing. Most importantly, we bring you the best guitars with full factory setups so they're ready to play whether you get it in-store or online. Now, the DC-13E, these are the first ones we've ever had in. It's part of the Road series, and it's built in their Mexico factory, and it's an all-solid wood instrument. Martin's really done an amazing job over the last 2 or 3 years of starting to introduce not only price-conscious instruments, but good price-conscious instruments. For a long time, we didn't stock a lot of the Martin models that were made in Mexico. We felt there were better choices in the marketplace. Now they've done a phenomenal job of starting to bring solid wood design, mahogany neck designs, and things that players would want at an amazing price. And this DC-13E is a perfect example. An all solid wood guitar is ideal because it sounds the biggest, it sounds the fullest, it resonates the best. This is obviously a dreadnought body shape with a standard scaling, 25.4. Solid spruce top, solid Matonnier back and sides. Now, Matonnier might not mean anything to you, but it's a really good choice for this instrument because it's an African hardwood and it's in the rosewood family. And while rosewood has extra bass, extra treble that are really exaggerated and super compressed mids, this is more like rosewood's cousin, Ovencall, which has some extra bass, some extra treble, and more mids. It's a little bit more balanced instrument, more lush. Then you add it to a dreadnought shape, and you get this massive sounding instrument. I mean, really true to Martin's DNA in that it gives you that big, rich, woody tone. And if you've ever talked to us on the phone here, we really steer clear of adjectives like that because what's woody mean? Nobody really knows. But you know what sounds like a Martin when you pick up a high-end Martin, a very expensive guitar, what it's supposed to sound like. You want to get that experience here, and they deliver it, which is great. Certified Richlite fingerboard and bridge. So those are going to last a long time, and they're eco-friendly, which is a definite bonus. And then we get a Fisherman Pickup with a built-in tuner inside, so we can sound great live. Also, the glaring fact that we have a Cutaway. Martin guitars aren't big cutaway instruments. You know what I mean? That's not something they do a ton of. They don't do tons of acoustic electric instruments. So if you're looking for something that you can perform with, you can have access to the higher frets, this would be a phenomenal choice. And you obviously get the iconic dreadnought shape, like I mentioned before. Now, something that's really cool about this instrument is it's got scallop bracing. And most of the time, when you look at brands that basically, everybody, like Martin invented the modern guitar. And for the most part, most manufacturers have mimicked it. And that's kind of the soul of most modern acoustic guitars is what Martin designed. The dreadnought, the X-brace. And there's obviously exceptions to that, Taylor being one. But the scallop bracing is something that's a carved bracing that allows the top to flex more and give you more volume, more response, more boom. And that's not something you typically get in a guitar in this price point. But here we have a 5/16 inch scallop brace design. And that really lets the top work more like a trampoline. It really pushes the tone out. And that's super important because it's going to let this guitar sound big. The dreadnought shape, since it's kind of square, gives us a great even response. The top isn't too trebly. The bottom isn't thin. The mids are there. Phenomenal choice. So let's go through one of my favorite exercises when I'm picking out a guitar and something I do in all the videos. The dynamic range. How does the guitar sound quiet to loud? So let's check it out. Definitely doesn't lack volume. Dreadnought guitars, you just want to strum hard. You know, it's just like, it's one of those guitars where it feels like the harder you push it, the more it's going to give you. There's plenty of overhead here. Something that's kind of cool about this instrument that when you pick these guitars out, often we're at trade shows and there's many people playing many guitars at once, and it's tough to get a dead-on feel for what you're going to get, is the middle of this instrument is very, very present. The bass is not this huge thumpy bottom end. Now, a lot of times people take that as a negative. That is not the reaction that you should have. You should realize that these instruments are meant to be balanced. When you buy a crazy expensive $10 or $15 or $20,000 acoustic guitar, you're looking for balance. It doesn't, they might have great bass, but it's not meant to overwhelm, because then otherwise the tone is distorted and your audience just hears thud. And I always call those porch guitars. I always picture people just kind of like hanging out in a chain store playing big thuddy guitars, and it's just like they just sound like garbage, and it's just like they're just bassy. Here, you have 6 strings. We want to hear them all, and you still get that Martin warmth, but you get balance and you get individual note separation and definition, which you're playing the notes, we might as well hear them. Really nice. Even, you get plenty of fullness. It's gonna fill a room. That's always kind of like, when you get a guitar this shape, what you don't wanna do is sound one end too bright, one end too dark, and you don't wanna sound thin. And I think a lot of times, even though we picture super bassy guitars as being fuller sounding, oftentimes I find that you find that those guitars are thin because they're not giving you a full sonic spectrum. You want that whole choir behind you of all 6 strings giving you the tones that you're trying to draw out in your playing. And here they do a great job of that. The 5/16 inch bracing is the same as a 28 model, D28, and scalloping it like an HD28. So that same design, and it gives us a very similar experience, and the Motunye back and sides give us a little bit more balance yet, which is really, really nice. What I'd like for you to do is, if you're looking for a premium experience with a great Martin guitar like the DC-13E, go to empiremusic.com. You can always call us 412-343-5299. Call or text me directly, 412-915-7118. We will give you great personal experience, full factory setup, not just an inspection. We'll make sure this guitar is dialed in. You get a solid spruce top, solid Motunye back and sides, Fisherman electronics so you can sound great recording or playing live, and we're gonna make sure it's dialed in. So reach out to us. We'll take great care of you on all things Martin or anything else in our collection. Subscribe to our channel if you like our content. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again. I'm Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with the Martin DC-13E. Thanks for watching.